beds. So set yourself up. Now really what you're doing, what I'm doing as I come in, is I'm creating a container that will hold our practice. Buen dia, Bella. Buen dia. And in that, so we can use scent, we can use plants, can use little gifts, the origami that sits there, the skis that my Adam made, the natural light. I'm creating a container. And I'm intentional with the container. Because this container holds everything that we will do as we go forward for an hour. It will hold everything that we are looking to create, all the ignition, all the awareness. And so you have control of the space around you almost more easily sometimes than you have control of the space inside of you. That the space inside of me can feel messy and looping and destructive and unworthy. Yesterday I was walking around with my foot in a bucket. That's how it felt for most of the afternoon. And yet, I could keep going and make beautiful meals and light candles and play good music. And as tumultuous as it was inside of me, I could make this space hold until eventually it sort of permeated where I knew I was, and I settled. So just rolling out your mat is one thing, but the reason that I send out the oils, the reason that I say set up your space is that this space is a part of what we come to, and the space that we set up is the space that holds us, right? And one of the spaces that holds us is our mind, our words. And so that's one of the reasons that we pause and we read before beginning, because the reading is part of our practice. The reading is partly what we will find holds us. So that when I'm lost, what can I turn to? I can turn to a clear environment. I can turn to words. I can turn to a view out the window. So be aware, the mind is slippery and everywhere, and yet there are so many ways that we can bring it into a new, centered perception. Continuing with honoring practice as we are in day 32, Pixie Lighthorse tells us, train me for the battle which takes place within me in the form of fear and resistance. Help me to create spaciousness inside of my container, to make steady progress with my breath, my invocations, and the attitudes that initiate my day. Lead air into my lungs, which comforts the grief I hold there. Enhance my supportive routines with the golden light of your encouragement, which shines through repetition. Let my body be a living ceremony. Palms together, heart high, eyes closed 3 times. Tune in. Find this. Find this. It is no small thing. It is what we are seeking. It is what we are here to do and to be. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. Inhale. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Ong Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists, shake it out. Arrive. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Find your playlist and start at first touch. Here we go. Set your blocks, blankets aside. Come to stand. New people have been contacting me lately, so if you're in, this is your first time, you are so welcome. So important that you're here. Step to the top of your mat. Left foot steps back. Interlace your fingers, press your palms away, bend your front knee, hands up high. Here's the breath in. Hands down, straighten your front leg, here's the breath out. That's it. Inhale up. And down. Now from this outer container of your space, start coming in, the very surface of your skin, what lies just beneath it, and beneath that, and within that, into the bones, into the connections, into the breath, and then the quickens. Really, all of us are new to today. Hands up high, even Ursula. Hands right. Left heel to the floor, left palm opens. Find this. Upright. Left foot steps beside right. Bend your left elbow, palm behind your back. Right hand to your left elbow. Go up, go over to the right. Plug your left heel in. Lift your right heel. And then lean the hips to the left. Open it all. Upright. Hands down. Right foot steps back. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms away. Reach up high. Right knee. Left knee bends. So we start in the physical body. We start cleaning, clearing this container. You wouldn't cook in dirty pots. You wouldn't use a dirty spoon. It would taste like what it had been doing. So clear out what you have been doing so that your pots, your servings are clean and ready. Quicken. So if you're new, this isn't the Kriya, we're just warming up. Hands high, go left. Right heel into the floor. Standing tall, right elbow bends, hands down the back. Left hand to the right elbow, go up, go over to the left. Press your right heel down, lift the left heel, and your hips to the right. Open, open. Find the breath. Hands high, wide, 2 feet. Hinge. Step back, down dog. Knees to the floor, toes together. Today I will add blocks. So remembering that the blocks, the addition of blocks is not a modification in this case. The addition of blocks is actually taking it a little bit further. So be wise about your shoulders. Palms down, heels of your hands on the back edge of the blocks, hips to your heels, open. Hands and knees rising up. Tuck the toes, hips up high, down dog. Little space in the armpits, little softening of the knees. Hips side to side, drop your head, turn your chin. And then knees down to the floor. Hips to your heels, child's pose. Hands back, hips up, hands up. Put it all together and simply begin to move. Hands, knees. Down dog. Exhale. Hands, knees, inhale. Child's pose, exhale. Hands up, hips up, inhale. Your pace loves your pace, your body, your container, your light. Close your eyes if you choose and find where you need to be today. Make your way into the front and into the back and into the hinge and into the length. Michelle and Nick and Donna and Linda and Sue and Shannon, Jennifer, Jordan, Cheryl, Deborah, John. All the ways we show up. Donna and Alana. Diane and Betty and Peter and Mark and Blaine. Such people. Jenna, Lori, Stephanie. Such people. We are all here. Meet in child's pose. Lisa, welcome. Lindsay, welcome. Emily, welcome. Sarah, welcome. Hands and knees, set your blocks aside. Come to lie down on your back. You'll get your strap. And the strap goes behind the backs of your knees. And you hold. And you're holding the strap very close to the outer edge of your knees. Heels up high. Press your thighs against the strap. Straighten your arms. Press your thighs. Bending your knees. Pull your elbows wide. Heels down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes and just use the steady rhythm, the strength of your legs, the strength of your arms. And let it get a little easier. Out the mouth, if you need to, a little stronger. Flexing the feet, spread your toes, roll your ankles just for 5. And for 4. 3. Good. And heels up. Point your left and flex your right. Point your right and flex your left. Get into your feet. Get into your feet. Point, flex. Point, flex. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. Feel it change your ankles, your feet, your calves. This will affect your low back and your diaphragm. One more, one more, one more. And then setting it aside. Good. Hands on shins. Keep your hands on your shins. Left leg long, left hand overhead, open out wide, and then hand to shin. Right leg long, right hand long, and hand to shin. Left, right, inhale, exhale. So inhale as you open, exhale as you close. And close your eyes and settle right there. Notice if you're accumulating tension in the hips or in the thighs or in the low back, and simply loosening your feet a little bit, loosen that hinge. If you choose, work there, or 2 legs out, 2 arms wide and back to center. Good. Work there, or adding on your hands behind your head, one leg long, the other, opposite elbow to opposite knee. So bringing your navel down into the floor as though there was a belt across your low belly. Inhale as you tap the left elbow. Exhale as you tap the right elbow. Turn right at the center of your body. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head, shoulders to the floor. Pause. Feel what is waking in the center of you. Good. Right knee comes to your chest, hand on shin, left hand on thigh, press away. Again, all of this just preparing us before we begin. Right heel high, hand to the outer ankle or the outer foot. Bring your right knee down to the floor. Press your left hand into the left thigh, press away. That you could get into the pelvis, as though you could get all the way through the hips, the knees, into the feet. Changing sides, right foot down, left hand to shin, stay, or heel over knee, hold the outer shin, outer ankle, outer foot, bring it down, half happy baby. Right hand on right thigh, press away, and breathe all the way down below your belly button. Without ignition, the car doesn't go anywhere. The ignition, the fire, is located in the pit of the belly. And fire allows movement and change. So we can shift from where we were to who we will be. Bring it back into the center. So a block goes between your thighs and a block goes on the left side, arms wide. Hips up over to the right. Heels the height of your knees, holding that block. Drop to the left. Inhale up. If you don't need the block, set it aside. Exhale, knees fall. Turn at the waist. Inhale, it comes up. And exhale, drop across to stay. Either knees on the floor or knees on the block. Left hand to your right outer thigh. Right hand to reach overhead. And then skim along the floor, down towards your hips. And then back up, overhead. And along the floor. And out wide like a wing. Inner thighs softening, navel turns to the right, right shoulder descends. Center, feet flat, hips neutral. Block to the right side, arms wide, hips up over to the left, heels the height of your knees, drop across to the right, turn it. And then to the center, inhaling up, exhale across. Inhaling up. And across. Stay. Right hand on left thigh, left hand down and sweeping wide. Down. Clear the breath into the back of your body and out to the left. Soften the thighs, turn at the waist, drop the chin to your left shoulder. Center. If you started late, the playlist track is Pavana. Right now, into the Kriya we go. Most modified, head, shoulders on the floor, hold your shins. Next step, lift your head, shoulders. Next step, reach your hands forward. Next step, left leg long. Begin a whisper of ha. From the belly, through the mouth. Keep the breath. Close your mouth, out the nose. Same breath. Little puff of breath. Take the work away from the back of the neck. Neck is neutral. The work is in the front of the body. Let the chest and the abdomen hold you steady. Reach all the way into the tips of your left toes. Five, four, three, two. Keep the breath. Change the legs. If you need to, a hand on the shin if it's new to you. Tuck your nose towards your knee. Reach into the ball of your right foot. Your toe a little in, your heel a little out. The inner thigh wraps down. Five, four, three, two. Knees bend. Keep the breath. Legs out straight as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees to your chest, head, shoulders, descend, feet flat, legs long, palms open. Feel ignition. How do we live an auspicious life? How are we happy and successful? We learn to see. We learn clear seeing, viveka. We can see what before we could not. Draw your knees into your chest. Notice your reactions. Tuck your chin into your chest, elbows in. Start. Whisper of ha. Keep the breath. Close your mouth. Out the nose. So if you're on your menstrual cycle, long, deep breathing. If you're pregnant, head and shoulders to the floor, full happy baby. Keep softening. Soften the shoulders. Strengthen the front body, but soften the hips, the knees, and the feet. Tension is not strength. See if you can start to notice the difference. Five, four, three, two, one. Feet down, head down, pause, hands on thighs, lightly press away and open the abdomen. Breathing that ignition, that light, that fire up, expanding, opening the chest, the heart. And draw your knees to your chest, roll all the way up, crossing your legs, find your seat. So if you need a blanket, a block, set yourself up, and then reach your hands high, palms face forward, arms to 60 degrees, shoulders down the back. Fold your fingers in, make a fist. Now peel your thumbs away. Keep your fingers bent and open your palms, shoulders down the back. Now whisper ha. Close your eyes, close your mouth, out the nose, steady breath. As though with this breath you could clear the body. A little shake, a little settling, turn the chin, and you could clear the mind. Soften the breath and clear the mind. Five, four, three, two. Breathing in. Hook your thumbs. Open your hands. Heart out, chin in. Release the breath. Keep the body. Inhale. Chin up. 3 more sips. Go. Heart out, chin in. Arms long, seat down. Stay. Becoming an auspicious container. Chin up, breath out. A last one. Inhaling. 3 sips. Go. Pause. Steady. Stabilize what is infinite. Chin up. Release your thumbs. Exhale, lighten down. Notice. We are here to see more clearly who we are. I am this. Morning, Wednesday. Shake your feet, shake your knees. Heels wide. So some of us choose to sit on the edge of a bolster or a blanket. Some of us sit flat to the floor. If your knees are pulled high, you can use a block under your knees. This will keep you from hyperextension through the hamstring. Hands up high. Turn to the right. Hands either side of the thigh. Fold. Inhale up. Turn left. Fingers down. Heart forward. This is it. Start here. Exhale. Inhale. Beginning to take your hands a little further towards your heels. If you no longer need the fingertips to the floor, keep your arms beside your ears to fold and to rise. Respect your body, causing no injury, causing no impediment to tomorrow's practice. But find what today permits and work there steadily. Eyes closed. There's no hurry in your movement. There's no reluctance in your body. We meet the great grace of the day right here. 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind you, heart high. Forward in the heart. Inhale up. Exhaling. Inhaling. Broaden the chest, shoulder blades to your spine. Work here or fingertips inside the thighs. Give yourself support. As your hamstrings allow, your hands closer to your heels. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Next step, hands to shins. Full kriya, full gesture. First two fingers fit between the big toe and the second toe. Thumb wraps around to hold the fingernails of the first two. So maybe you do 5, or maybe you do 10 and you come back to hands on shins. Respect your low back. Again, no impediment to tomorrow's practice. Right? A way of considering our injury as an obstacle. We don't want to injure, because then we can't continue. Inhale up, exhale down. Three, 2, and sit tall. Cross your legs, hop up on a bolster if you came off, hands on thighs. So heels are quite far forward underneath your knees. Seat is steady, circle. Inhale across the front, exhale across the back. Reverse direction. So the top of your head stays steady, reaching tall. The circle is right at the navel, down into the seat and up into the heart. Let the physical body open. The mind becomes quiet. 2, 1. Pause tall. Inhale. Heart up, chin in, 3 sips. 2, release. The inhalation. 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, lift the pelvic floor, anus, sex organs, navel, draw back and towards one another. Stabilize and release. A last inhale. 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, pelvic floor rising. Spine so tall. To release. To see more and more clearly, I am this. Sadhana. Look down, put the opposite shin in front for your crossed legs. Hands on shins. Navel goes forward, navel goes back. I'll turn so you can see. If you know where you're going, go. Close your eyes. So start juicy, but keep the top of your head reaching to the ceiling. It's not in your head, it's not in your neck. It's between your navel and your pelvis. It's between your navel and the very perineum, the space, the opening, the pelvic floor, where your thighs meet, where the front and back body meet, exactly at the base. Keep that on the floor and move. Inhale forward, exhale back. As you're ready, it quickens. Go. Eyes closed, body steady, stay with it. Three, two, one, sit tall. And we'll take this to kneeling. So unfold your blanket if you're using it, shins down, a block between your heels, 2 blocks if needed. If kneeling isn't working for your knees, hips or ankles, come onto a chair. Forward and back. If you don't need a block, set it aside, seat on your ankles. Inhale, exhale. So the movement down out of the hips is going to come a little higher in the spine. Eyes closed, movement steady, breath is steady. Three, two, one, inhale, 3 sips. Pause tall, eyes closed, body soft. And release. Your playlist is on Into the Wild, just in case you need it. Come to stand. Fingertips to your shoulders, soft knees, feet flat, turning left, turning right. In left, out right. Elbows a little higher. Mouth corners a little higher. Turn from your navel, eyes closed. Let the eyes move under your eyelids, left and right. 3, 2, 1. Hands up, 3 sips, go. Heart up, chin in, heels down, toes long, fingers long. Lengthen the navel and widen the hands as you release the breath. I am this. To see more fully, more clearly who and what we are. And then to shake free of the obstacles, out the hands, out the feet, fingertips to your shoulders, elbows up and elbows down. Inhale, exhale. Just start out. Wherever it's sticky, wherever it's tight, wag the tail, and then settle. Now, this might be the spot. This might be your perfect place to work. Further, elbows up, backs of the hands touching behind the base of your skull. Inhale up, exhale down, nice close. Clearing. So you may encounter immediate obstacles or immediate intensity, just a charge. Softening the shoulders, softening the heart, softening your response to that charge so that it can grow. So that the charge is free of any sense of, can't, don't like, don't want. No, just charge, just life, just light. Let it in, let it through. Three, two, one. Hands up. Interlace your fingers. 3 sips. Go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Knees, tiny bend in the knees. Shoulders open, spine tall. The space around you. Remember that this is the aura. This is the electromagnetic charge of electrons that surrounds you. A field, a force, an atmosphere, a protection, a barrier, a container. When we move here, we give it a charge. Just as we woke the navel, here we wake the aura. And all the activation coming from the heart, out the hands, through this field, opening us to connection to guidance, connection to intelligence and care, all the things we're seeking in every book, in every podcast. Find it here. Three, 2, bring your hands high. 3 more sips, go. Heart up, chin in, reach. Release the breath, the hands, the chin, widen down to see clearly. I am this. fold, to sit. Landing legs crossed, heart high. Left shoulder to rise, right shoulder to drop. And then right shoulder to rise, left shoulder to drop. Inhale, left up. Exhale, right up. Feel it right through the back of your heart, the tops of the shoulders, the back of the neck. Keep the breath and close your eyes. Keep the movement, change the breath. In with the right shoulder, out with the left. Right up, left up. Inhale, exhale. Both shoulders up, both shoulders down. Inhale up, exhale down. And both shoulders down, stay tall. Turn to the right and turn to the left. Inhale right, exhale left. Keep the movement. Change the breath to inhale left and exhale right. The chin stays tall, as though turning over a tabletop. Three, two, to the center, to pause. To see clearly that this is who we are. And in this, we're capable of so many things. We test ourselves to make sure. Flush out the hips, find your frogs. So frog can be done on the back with the strap behind the knees, the way that we warmed up. 54 frogs. Or you set up the blanket, the bolster, blocks out in front. Heels go on the bolster. If you choose, heels turn in, toes turn out. For some of us, this creates a pinching in the low back. If so, widen your heels so feet are parallel. And then bend your knees, knees wide. For some of us, toes turned out works better to find a big bend. Hips up, heels up, look back. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale up, exhale down. If you need to turn your blocks on their edge, fantastic. And then just steadily settle in and find your frogs. We go 54. If you go faster than me, great. If you go slower than me, great. If you just want to do 20, great. These are your frogs. Fortitude. But never, never as a punishment. We're never judging. We're never using frog as a means to decide, am I worthy of the practice? We're just moving the body a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. 18, 19. Forty. Eight. 9, 50. And sit down. Setting your blocks aside. Heels wide. Hands behind you, heart up high. Let your knees wash side to good side. Keep broadening the chest. Drop your right knee down to the floor, your right hand to reach. A circle in the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder. Up out of the hip, up out of the crease. Feel where you need to go. And reach there, dropping your right knee into the floor or reach back, catching the top of your ankle. Draw your heel towards your hip. The frog can generate a seeming ball of tension in the right thigh. Just let the right knee drop and the right hand open the right side. Change sides. Left knee down, left hand high, big circle. Work here, knee down to the floor, open it all. Or hand back, hold the top of the foot, top of the ankle, draw your heel to your hip. And upright to a seat. Your legs crossed, your heart high, a bolster, a chair, a block. Whatever's required to have your hips square to the floor, your heart high, your spine tall. Pause your playlist. We come into our mantra, Ekonkar, the maker that makes everything, and the made you that has been made. They are one thing. The maker and the made are one thing. Satanama, birth, life, death, rebirth, everything begins, continues, concludes, returns. This cycle, we can trust this. Siri Wahe Guru, that we give great thanks for these teachings. Feel it through the body. Join when you're ready. 3 minutes. Inhale. Akongara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. 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 One more. Akongara Satanama Siriwa Hey Guru. Being still. Feel this state. Reside here and know this. I am this. That we could live, work, and love from here. Train me for the battle, which takes place within me in the form of fear and resistance. Help me to create spaciousness inside my container, to make steady progress with my breath, my invocations, and the attitudes that initiate my day. Lead air into my lungs, which comfort the grief I hold there. Enhance my supportive routines with the golden light of your encouragement, which shines through repetition. Let my body be a living ceremony. Deepen your breathing. Reach wide and high. Palms together. Thumbs to the center of the forehead. I am this Satnam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Satnam. The dignity of our own energy, generated by our own experience, is necessary right now. If there are people in your world who you know are off kilter, unbalanced, in need, connect them to this practice. It's here for everyone. It's here every day. Because we are here every day. Share this. Stabilize your community. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. the Thursday newsletter goes out. It's very short this week. If you don't get that newsletter, Google has made some changes, and so things are being redistributed to different folders, which is unfortunate. If you don't get a newsletter tomorrow, check on the website, because it will be right there. It will be right there under the blog. You can always see it. So if ever on a Thursday you don't hear from me, go to the website, check it out. It's because there are some changes. Things are getting through, things are not getting through, but I am trying to reach you. Awesome. On Thanksgiving Day, that's a Thursday, and it's coming up, I will teach at 9 a.m. Live class at 9, you can replay anytime, but our Thanksgiving class will be at 9 a.m. I'm just starting to announce that early for anybody that is an early planner. God bless. It takes a lot for me to get out that far. But Thanksgiving Day will start at 9 a.m. and I will see you soon. Satnam.